Watch this. 3 cards are shuffled up by the audience and dropped onto the table. The performer is blindfolded or his back is turned. Now the spectator takes a look at any one of those 3 cards and memorizes it. Once that's complete, the spectator can switch up the order of the cards in any way he wants. Then at the end of it all, you're able to find their card. How perfect is that? What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. Real quick, before getting started, I want to say thank you to the Daily Magician for sponsoring this video. They have so much free magic content that they offer, and I'll talk about that later in this video. So the effect I'm sharing with you today is known as It's Bewitched Switch, and it's truly something that anyone can do. Did I exaggerate this trick? Maybe a little bit. There are a few more steps involved, but trust me, it's definitely worth it. So before we dive into the tutorial, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and get ready to fool all your friends. Now grab your favorite deck, and let's do it. Alright my friends, so welcome to the tutorial. For those of you who are curious, by the way, today I'm going to be using the Dune playing cards by Theory 11. And like I mentioned, very nice, simple card trick that you can do. I was planning on doing a full performance, but you actually need another person for this, which I'm just by myself here, and I'm gonna die. Nah, I'll be fine. So before you even get started performing this trick, first thing you want to do is grab 3 cards and have some way to differentiate the backs of any one of these 3 cards from the other 2. Normally, if it's an old deck, maybe I could just make a small crimp on the side here. But if it's a newer deck like this, you can just take a pencil and really lightly color in somewhere in the border so you know exactly what card it is. Now, because it'll be difficult for you to see with a pencil, let me take this Sharpie. Easy design that you can probably recognize from on camera. You can see that, right? Again, you don't want something this obvious. I'm just doing this so it's easier to follow on camera. But again, something very subtle that no spectator could even see or pick up. Starting off this performance, the first thing you want to do is hand these 3 cards off to the spectator and let them shuffle it up as much as they like. Again, these are 2 random cards and 1 card with the subtle back difference. So you have these 3 cards. You're going to put them all face down on the table, or the spectator is going to put them all face down on the table. And now you're actually going to be tracking where your card is with the different back. And here's the tracking system. Here's how it's going to work. You're going to have these 3 fingers, either left hand, right hand, whichever hand you want to pick. I have my marked card on the left hand side. So using my thumb, I'm going to track this card across these 3 fingers. So here, this is card number 1, 2, 3, just to make life easy and for us to, to communicate easier. I'm going to put my thumb here on card number 1 on my left, and that's how I'm going to track. Now, as soon as I know where the card is, I'm going to tell the spectator that I'm going to be blindfolded, or I'm going to turn my back, and as soon as I do that, they can take a look and memorize any card that they want. There are a couple actually outcomes to this trick, so let's get into the first one first. Oh, and the outcomes, by the way, they're just 2. 1 if they select your marked card, or 2 if they don't select your marked card. Outcome number 1, they select your marked card. So right now you have your back turned and you're tracking on your fingers where your marked card is. They come up as soon as you turn your back and they select this card. In this case, it's a Joker. They select this card. The first instruction that you give them after telling them to look at one of the cards is swap the other 2 cards. So they're just going to swap these 2 cards. And from here on out, they're going to say out loud which cards that they're swapping. So for example, if they swap 1 and 2, they're going to yell 1 and 2. And on your fingers, you're going to swap card number 1, right? Card number 1, 2, 3, by the way. You're going to swap 1 and 2. So you're going to swap and track your marked card. Go from position 1 to position 2 as they do the swapping. And then let's say they want to swap 1 and 3. In this case, your card is not 1 and 3, so you can keep your marked card in the center. They swap these 2 cards. And let's say they want to swap 2 and 3 at the end. So 2 and 3, of course, your marked card is moving to the 3rd position. So 2 and 3, and there you go. Now, let's say they're done. You turn back around, or you take the blindfold off, and they tell you they're done. If you see that your finger position is in the same position as the marked card, this will be the card that they selected every single time. Like I was saying before, I want to thank my friends at the Daily Magician for sponsoring this video. They literally run a phenomenal deal where they offer 24 books by some of the greatest magicians in the world for free, and all you have to do is join their mailing list. Some of the tricks I've shared on this channel are directly from these books, so if you want this collection for yourself, click on the first link in the description to sign up. Let me tell you though, it's not always easy learning from books, but I guarantee you'll find some true gems. The second outcome is a bit more interesting. Again, these cards are kept out. You're tracking where your marked card is on your hand and your back is turned. The spectator decides they want to pick card number 2. So they take a look and memorize King of Diamonds is card number 2, and then they swap the other 2 cards. That's always going to be the first instruction you tell them after selecting a card. So they swap these 2 cards. Now, you don't know that they moved your marked card. You're still keeping track of the card on the right hand side. As soon as this is done, right, they made the swap, now they start saying the numbers out loud. Let's say they swap 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are swapped. This goes here, your finger moves to the center. They swap 1 and 3. You don't make any swaps because you're still tracking the center card. Let's say they swap 2 and 3 again. This goes here, and you're tracking on your fingers. Again, behind your back or in front of your face if your back is turned. Talking too much. They say they're done, you turn back around, and first thing you notice is that your finger position here does not match the position of the marked card. So I'm in position 3 here, the marked card is in position 2. If that is the case, if there's a mismatch between the position of your finger and position of the hand, then it will always be the remaining card. So it's not going to be position 3, it's not going to be position 2 because that's where the marked card is. It's always going to be the remaining position, and that's how you find their card every single time and blow their mind. Boom. For more fun and easy tricks, click on this video right over here, and if you don't want to do that, then go out and perform this one. What are you waiting for? Thanks again to the Daily Magician, and as always, a huge shout out to all my Patreon producers, and thank you. Love you. See you soon.